Hello everyone. Today I wanted to do a video on a subject which has been brought up a lot in my videos, which is whether you should buy Playbar or Playbase instead of the new SONOS Beam, and what advantages and disadvantages are of picking either one. In this video I'll be giving my opinion, which the straightforward is really in favor of as you might think, buying a Playbar or Playbase instead of a Sonos Beam. And I'll be giving you 3 reasons why I believe that buying a Sonos Playbar or Sonos Playbase is a better option than going with the new Sonos Beam. And to just kick it off with the first reason, let's start about the sound quality. I've done some comparison videos before with the Sonos Beam compared to my Playbar, obviously, to just test the difference in sound quality. And what I've really noticed was that the sound quality of the Playbar is just a lot better than the Sonos Beam. And you're just getting, even when adjusted for their prices, you're just getting a lot better sound out of the Playbar. A much heard argument is then, yeah, well, if I add Sonos ones or if I add a Sonos sub, will the difference disappear? And just bear in mind that the difference might be a lot less with the sub and 2 ones added to a Sonos Beam. But then you're talking about an investment of around $1,200 to just make the Sonos Beam sound better. Whereas if you're just going to go with the solo Sonos Playbar or solo Sonos Playbase, you're already getting a lot of that sound from one speaker, whereas the Sonos Beam is simply lacking a lot and just needs a lot of help from these supplement speakers to just sound better. So in terms of sound quality, you're just getting a lot more bang for the buck with the Sonos Playbar or Sonos Playbase if you don't have the space, obviously. So the number one reason for picking this speaker is very simple. It just has a lot of better sound quality. I know a lot of people have complained about me not having the best placement for the Sonos Beam in my test videos, but even putting it below the Playbar, which I did for myself, obviously to just make it easier to test. I simply noticed that there was a humongous difference in sound quality between the Sonos Playbar and Sonos Beam, and Sonos probably has even done this deliberately to not just make a small gap, but a huge gap to actually prevent the Sonos Beam from cannibalizing sales from the Playbar or Playbase. So the sound quality is noticeably different from the higher end soundbars from Sonos. The number two reason is, surprisingly enough, an argument for many people to actually go with the Sonos Beam, which is cost. What most people don't realize is that the Sonos Playbar and the Sonos Playbase have been out for a while now. And what this means is that if you're going to look at the second-hand market, the soundbar, Playbar and Playbase are simply now a lot less expensive than they were when they were new. You can already get a used Playbar in mint condition. This, by the way, is a used Playbar for around 500 euros. In some cases, even 450 or 430. Which means that at the price of a Beam, you can almost buy a Playbar. It's used, but in most cases, people who buy this expensive equipment will take proper care of it, so it will be just as new, and you'll be getting much better bang for the buck, used obviously, but a much better bang for the buck in terms of sound quality and also in terms of looks, because in my opinion, the small Beam looks a lot less, appealing than this very nice Playbar, which I've had for a couple of years now, and still looks very nice, even though it's been used extensively. So some people might counter this argument by saying, yeah, but you can also get the Beam secondhand. But the thing is, the Playbar has been out for like 5 years or so. So the value has been declining, not very much obviously, but still it has been declining over the years. So it will take the Beam maybe 3 to 4 years to actually get below this $350 price point, at which there's a pretty big gap between used beams and used Playbars. Whereas now it's pretty much impossible to get a second-hand beam because the product is so new, so it will take years before it will actually get cheaper. So my advice is, if you're going to shop for someone and you're deciding between getting a Playbar, Playbase or Beam as a gift for Christmas, I would definitely go look at the second-hand market for these Playbases and Playbars. And if you can get a new Playbar, Playbase in the box, yeah, why not buy that for almost the same price as a SONOS Beam? And believe me, actually gifting a Playbar, Playbase instead of a Beam is really a huge difference, even if it might be slightly used, you know. And a lot of people selling these Sonos speakers usually have the original box. I myself also have the original boxes of all my Sonos speakers just for warranty purposes. So when you're buying these speakers secondhand, you'll probably also be getting all the accessories which actually came with the speaker when it was new. The third and final reason why you should actually go with a Playbar or Playbase, in my opinion, is actually a very strange argument. But most people who buy, who have a small television and are looking for, you know, a sound upgrade, usually come in this vicious circle of, you know, you're buying a new sound system, so you're buying a new TV, so you're buying again a better sound system, etc., etc. So if you have a pretty small TV like 40 inches, which maybe costs, you know, $200, and you're going to buy a Sonos Beam worth $450, then at a certain point you might be saying, okay, the sound is now good, so let me just upgrade the TV. Then you've upgraded the TV and you you want to upgrade the sound system to match the TV. You know, you're getting in this circle. If you have a small TV and you're just going to buy a Playbase, for example, used for about the price of a Sonos Beam new, you'll be having a very good sound system. For even though it's a small TV, you might be upgrading it in the future, and you already have the sound system in place. And all you need to do is maybe in the future buy, you know, a Sonos Sub or Sonos Ones, but you don't actually have to, you know, again, upgrade this Sonos Beam to something, you know, higher end. Because most people who have a very cheap television and actually go to the lengths of actually buying a small sound system will eventually probably upgrade to either a bigger system or a bigger TV. So it's kind of, you know, future proofing your sound system for yourself actually. And I simply assume that a lot of people who buy, you know, these very cheap very cheap TVs will eventually be unsatisfied with the picture they're getting for the sound they're getting out of, for example, the Sonos Beam. So in the end, they might be looking at upgrading the rest of the components to match the Sonos Beam. So, you know, you're getting into the circle. And in my opinion, just especially also looking at my at point 1 and 2, it might simply be a better idea to just take the leap. And if you're thinking about upgrading your other audio or visual components with the Playbase, you already set, you already have the best Sonos offers. You're not going with this whole half-assed solution. So in my opinion, if you're looking for audio solution for Sonos for your television, I would definitely shortlist Sonos, and I would definitely shortlist the Playbase or Playbar. Don't get me wrong, the Sonos Beam is probably meant for a couple of people, but I think in a lot of cases people end up upgrading their Sonos Beam anyway if they have heard the Playbase or Playbar once. So it's just a waste of money to actually go through this process of upgrading your Sonos components if you can already get the best thing for, you know, even secondhand for almost the same price. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I've almost hit 2,000 subscribers and I want to thank you guys for that. Have a happy holiday season and a happy new year, of course. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching and goodbye.